Afternoon guys, I hope we are all well and welcome back to the channel. Of course, as you can see behind me, we're back at Ultraflex Rotherham for another session. We're in for chest today with somebody that needs absolutely no introduction whatsoever. Myself and AJ have trained multiple times now, and we've trained up and down the place at Durham. We've trained here at Rotherham a couple of times, and anybody remembers the last time that I was here, we had a pretty big explosion when we deadlifted, and it was yeah, it was definitely some session. But today we are in for chest, so again it's going to be pretty cool to actually get use out of quite a lot of the new equipment that I don't get access to every session, especially things like a flat chest press, and even being able to actually run a Cybex Smith machine, obviously for the session, but anybody that knows in my recent videos have seen that the Cybex Smith keeps getting broken in Durham, which again is not the most optimal thing on the planet, but we have to run with it. I am now, yeah, two. I actually thought it was three, to be fair.
It'll get another one soon.
I was going to say that. Update for myself, I'm now 8 weeks out today. I'm unsure on my weight. I'm hovering around the kind of 195 to 200 pound mark, I believe. So that's where we are, sitting around 8 weeks out, which is definitely the heaviest that I've ever been 8 weeks out, but I'm the leanest and best condition that I've ever been at 8 weeks out, which is a very big improvement from 2020. Obviously this is my pro debut this year, so again I've got to make sure that I'm nailing every variable possible. I'm making sure that I'm doing everything that I need to be doing, and spending a weekend here in Rotherham and being able to train out of such a cool facility is definitely going to be, an environment for that matter, it's definitely going to push me on and motivate me on for the last and final 8 weeks. But AJ, update for you, where are you at with things?
Yeah, slightly less exciting than Keith. I'm no weeks out at the moment. I'm just in the midst of my off season. I'm very much at the heaviest I've ever been. So everything in the gym is going as it should be. You know, progressing across the board. Generally just putting a lot of energy and time into obviously my businesses as well, which does to an extent during prep. You know, like there's a certain amount of mental energy you've got to prioritize towards certain things. And you know, during prep last year I had a lot of these ideas like natural bodybuilding worldwide. That was in my head for a while, and I just didn't explore that avenue until I had the mental capacity to be able to be right, I can give my time and attention to this. And that side of things is going just extremely well, just like the training. So yeah, loving life. Got a lot of clients on stage this year as well, so heavily involved, sort of living in their process, so to speak, because it gets to this point of the year, you know, 6 months post show, and I do miss the stage a little bit. I definitely am excited for the next time to step up there. But you know, after seeing, you know, Keith take a year out last year and it being so mighty productive for him, it motivates me very much so to, you know, continue my off season. So my goal today, trying to keep up with this big guy. I think this is probably the first time that we've ever trained where our body weight's pretty much been almost like there or thereabouts similar. I'm a little bit heavier than Keith at the moment, so I definitely don't have the excuse that I am lighter. And we're not going to use the excuse that we're natural. Not going to use that. Keith hates that.
Absolutely not.
So do I. So yeah, we're going to kill it. And yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in.
Let's do it. Two plates feel nice and easy. That's a good sign. Definitely a Cybex Smith machine's like the best of Smith machines that you're ever going to get your use out of and your hands on. So if your gym's got a Cybex Smith machine and you're not using it, then you're most definitely missing out. So make sure that if you can run it for a long extended period of time, absolutely do so. We'll go three. I'll go three. Feeling alright? I'll probably try and get maybe 4 to 6 reps with 3. Try and take that, that should be alright, and then I'll just do a down set and take a good set of that. Yep. Perfect.
Come on, Keith, let's go. Yes! 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 Come on! Again. Again, come on! Ooh. Let's go! Big power, big power, big power. Yep, 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 yep. Beautiful rep. Quality, man, quality.
Fucker. Huge. Whoa. Whoa, taking that. Fucking hell.
Impressive, mate, very impressive.
What are you thinking?
If I take this, it'll be very low.
Do you want to do?
I'll go 2 and a 15.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And see what I get with that.
Come on then. Yes. Come on now. Yep. Go again. Yes. Come on, AJ. Come on. Go again. Go again. Big drive. Yes, 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 yes. Go again.
Okay,
go again. Go again. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Yes. Come on. Good. Good. I was literally just trying to give you fuck all.
Yeah.
Because I could have easily just came in and just went like that.
Yeah, 100%. That's still the best I've done there, so
you were able to still work.
Yeah, that's still the heaviest I've done on an incline. Whew.
Okay.
Let's go. Up. Nice. And again. Big 2. Go. Come on, let's go. Right, 1 and 1 more. Come on. Still moving. Go again. Go again, Keith. 1 more. Right. And go. Yes. Oh, lovely.
Oh. Whew. Oh, fuck. The high represents are absolutely disgusting. Oh. As you'll see on like high represents, the tempo goes up, so we speed them up a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
But
No, it's 21, 20 and then 21 with the help.
yeah.
That's, again, very
I've not done that in ages. Like, sometimes after heavy sets I would do something like that.
Yeah, of course.
I've not done that in ages.
Yeah.
Oh.
Normally would you do like two sets with like 2 and a 10 or something like that?
Yeah, I'd probably do like, if I went up to 3, I would do 3 and then maybe 1 and 2 and a 10 and do a drop set.
Yeah, okay.
Or I would usually do maybe, depending how I was feeling on the day, just 2 working sets at 2 and a 10.
Okay.
Especially if I was moving something like dumbbells after it.
Yeah.
But from what I can remember, these sets absolutely suck. Whoa.
All right.
Yes. Yes. Good. Good. Yeah. Up. Come on, go again. Go again. Yes. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Good. Woo. Okay. Incline Smith done. Dumbbell incline next. So probably just stay on the same incline. I would usually probably stay on the same incline.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Easy work. Beautiful.
Nice.
Where do you want to go next?
Debating what to go next. I would like to maybe go 50s, then try like 56s or 60s. I think 50s, 60s would probably be the best option. or I'll see how the 50s go. And if I know the 50s are going to be fine, but as long as the 50s go the way that I want them to, then I'll go 60s. If they don't go the way that I want them to, I'll go like 56s.
56s, yeah, 100%. No problems, Keith, no problems.
Yeah. When I use no support and the shit playing in my ears and they move okay, then I'm satisfied, and that gives me a bit of clarity that they're okay.
Yeah.
It's whenever I use support and I've got something that I would tend to listen to on a pressing and they move shit, then I'm like, right, something's up. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So I'm happy enough with that because it means that I can pick the 60s up, take it to that place, and they'll be...
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Nice.
On, swap! Yes! Okay! Come on! Oh! Your bar. Okay! Let's go. Yep! Yes! One! And again! Drive! Ah, come on! Oh! Fuck! Oh!
Yep. Okay. Up. Yep. Yours. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Perfect, Reds. Come on now. Yep. Come on now. Yep. There we go. Okay, and again. Up. Yes. Good. Fuck yes. Good.
Come on, show me two. And again. Oh. Come on, stick with this. Stick with it. Power. Let's keep going. Beautiful. Ooh.
Here we go. Nice. Up. Yep. Come on now. Here we go. All the way up. Yep. Go again. Come on. Yes. Come on. Yeah. Fuck yes.
Yeah, that looks perfect for you, man.
The nicest chest press machine that I've ever used in my whole entire life.
It's very good, right?
Every time I come here, I'll just use it. Training legs, chest press.
Yeah, I used it all of last prep.
I have literally never felt like anything directly isolate my chest on a pressing movement as much as something like that.
Yeah, 100%. Stop it. There you go. Come on. Beautiful. Take the eccentric. Load it up. Beautiful. Nice.
Thank you, babe.
You know you're massive when you look huge in a chest press. Like your arms are stacked like that, but honestly, the camera doesn't do this guy justice at all. Like you think he looks big in the video, look in real life.
Yes, come on then. Last rep, do not miss this last rep. Go! No touch, no touch, no touch, come on! Eccentric. Oh!
Blood pressure PD for me.
Probably going to go 3 intake again, like 10 plus. I reckon I'll get like a good amount with 3 plates, so I'll be happy enough with that.
Yeah.
I'll go 3 then 2. I'll drop set it. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, let's take it all the way there. Give me one, Keith. Yeah. Beautiful. Here it comes. That's it, you rest. Come on. You take it to your failure first. Okay, now we do some eccentrics. All right, I'm gonna take you to the top. Okay, that's a slow one. Yep, cool. Eccentric that. Let's go. All right, we're going back to the top. And again, eccentric. Load it up. We've got 2 more like that. And again. And 1. Boom. That's it.
Oh, fuck, I'm gone. Oh.
As much as you can get out of that.
Oh, man. Yep. Yes. And again. Come on.
All the way through.
Yes. Come on.
Awesome. Oh.
Come on, AJ. Come on. Yes. And again. Go. Yes. Come on now. And again. Eccentric. One more. Yep. Eccentric. Prime, plate loaded, pin loaded I should say even, dip machine next. Now this is definitely something that I feel that a lot of people overcomplicate it too much by trying to actually either focus on their triceps or their chest. To a degree you've got to take on board that on any dip exercise, whether you do a pin loaded dip machine, plate loaded dip machine or a dip in general, to an extent you're going to be connecting your triceps and your chest. So stop trying to focus on just one body part and just perform a dip movement. Try and maybe connect a little bit harder with either your chest if you can or your triceps, but don't overcomplicate it to the point where you're directly trying to isolate one or the other, because it's going to just be too hard and you end up going to waste so many sets over one session when realistically to a degree you're going to be connecting both at the same time. So just make sure that you're not overcomplicating it too much. Just perform the move and execute it to the best that you can, and I can guarantee that your triceps will grow, your guns will grow and your chest will grow as well. So it's always about not overcomplicating it too much. Come on. Yep, go again. Yep. Go again. There we go. Yep. Awesome. This is where we get to the session, this part of the session even, and AJ just trumps me on every fucking machine. Like whenever we done legs and we got to leg extension, you done like the stacker done like 40 kilo.
I think this is the thing, right? It's like, this is where I see your training career have the greatest impact on your strength and your performance. Is that Keith was part of like a very, just a small little gym with extremely limited equipment. So what did he learn in that time period? He learned how to stabilize movements that have very minimal external stability. So that is like your barbell presses, your dumbbell presses. I only did that for like 3 or 4 years of my good training before I moved to environments with machines. And I got very good at machines. So I got good at, a pin loaded dip or a plate loaded chest press. And yeah, that cross transferred into a little bit more progress for my physique, but I mean, you could argue all day that Khifie's foundations built the strength across those first 2 exercises that you saw that arguably build the most muscle you're going to build in a physique comparatively to smaller, more intricate machines that are stabilized pretty well by the machine itself. So the take home from that is spend your younger years in the gym trying to keep your training basic, trying to get strong at movements that require your whole body to stabilize it. And you might not look like Khifie, let's be honest, but you'll make a pretty good start in terms of building a base of your physique, and then you can maybe introduce machines a little bit later on, and then it can add that sort of cherry on top of the cake to your physique.
That's definitely something that, like, it's taken me this is my 8th year in training, and now I'm based in a gym like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So 7 years, and then now I'm based in Ultraflex. So again, that means that, like, I've essentially put all of my younger years completely, like, I've not long turned 24, so I've put all of that time into just nailing the basic movements and the basic kind of fundamentals that's allowed me to progress the way I have. And now it's a case of it's not roles reversed, like I'm not just switching away from my barbell work to machines, but I do have access to a lot more equipment now that's going to allow me to progress further and essentially progress my bigger movements further, because I'm only going to be getting better at core stabilization. I'm only going to be getting better at connecting and actually being able to isolate muscles more than just essentially moving weight from A to B sometimes. So it's both of it's got its benefits, definitely.
Yeah.
Great.
Drive down. Okay, one more.
Oh.
Load that one up, load that one up, load that one up. I say drive them together. In. Yes. Oh. I think a lot of people, especially when it comes to pressing movements, get quite demotivated with progress rates because they expect to be benching 140 kilos quite soon. They expect to be making maybe similar jumps in loading that they would do in legs or pull. So can you just talk a little bit, because obviously you're very strong now at presses, but I know you had your fair share of time building to this level. So, you know, what would your advice be for someone that's maybe in that moment where they are struggling a little bit with the presses and the progression?
Time and pressing is definitely going to be one thing you've got to take on board, because I never benched my first 3 plates until around 3 or 4 years into training. And bearing in mind that was for a very hard single that took a lot of confidence build up, that took a lot of progression at the very start, just trying to get the movement correct, because a barbell's not always just about moving weight from A to B. Neither is a dumbbell. You've got to nail down the technique first. You've got to build confidence on a move as well, because usually what you'll find is your progression on, say, leg pressing, squatting, deadlifting, any sort of rowing movement is going to go a lot faster than obviously your pressing. So ensuring that you're allowing time, like I am exact same again, like I'm saying, I'm 8 years into my training and I'm not pressing too much heavier than what I was pressing 4 or 5 years ago. It's just maybe a rep here or there. And don't get me wrong, like pressing, it's never been my strongest body part, but I've never been one to just neglect it because it's not been my strongest. So that's definitely something that you've got to take on board, that neglecting something's only going to make it worse. Neglecting something just because it's not your strongest is not going to get you better at it. What's going to get you better at it is you showing up every single week and being able to just do the movement to the best that you can, train as heavy as you can on it, utilize everything that you've got within you from a mentality aspect as well, because again, like I said, confidence is going to be one of the biggest things. And having it in your mind, seeing a set before you complete a set, everything. I personally believe that from a mentality aspect and like what I can see in my mind is everything. I need to see a set before I do the set. And that's something that I think a lot of people shy away from, especially due to being a natural athlete, not even just a natural bodybuilder, but in any sport. People shy away from it because they've maybe not got anything behind them to allow them to get stronger without it all being in their mind. If you can see a set, you'll perform a set. But just remember, time is everything. Time is everything in natural bodybuilding, but time is everything in pressing. Pressing's gonna be slower than you think, probably a lot slower than you think, but as long as you can give yourself time and you can show up every single week I can guarantee you 110% you'll get stronger. You will get stronger. I'm 8 years in and I'm still nowhere near where I even ever want to be. And I know that I'm always going to be further in and never be at there, but it takes time. 100%. Good, AJ. Yes, and again now. All the way in together. Yep. Go again. Here we go. Yes. Good. Yep.
Just stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Yes, lovely. There we go. Beautiful. That's a good kind of tip for spotting if you're training with a training partner. You just grab the nearest joint as opposed to grabbing the machine or grabbing the handles. Because like if you grab the machine on the leg extension, you're just pulling the pad away from the body.
Yes, I agree.
Whereas you want to be working with their body to still fight whatever resistance we're working with. So like I'll grab the elbows on the press, for example. Just a bit of a cue.
I definitely think that's one of the biggest ones whenever you've got a training partner. It's just spotting somebody's more than just helping them lift the weight. That's something that's huge.
Like you wouldn't grab the dumbbells on a dumbbell press, you know, take the weight off them. You want to keep the weight on them, but help at the joint.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, that's the one. Beautiful rep. Very nice.
Nice. Yes, come on now. All the way in. Yep, come on. Yes, come on. There we go. There's one there. You know it's there. Okay, get that fucking rep. Yep. Nice.
That was there. Let's go. Yep. Good.
Oh.
And again, one more. Beautiful. Up. Get a few partials, hold the stretch. There we go. 2, 1, yeah.
Take it all the way, straight into partials. Yeah.
Fuck off. Keep going. Beautiful, and again.
And again. Yeah. Come on. Yep. Oh. Come on. Oh. Oh.
That's it.
Oh. Ah, fuck. Oh. Oh. Fucker.
Big daddy delts.
Oh. Oh. It's the one thing that I've accepted. The only one thing I've accepted being natural is my delts being shit.
Oh,
My delts not being
fuck
both.
up, man.
You serious?
This guy. This guy.
Come on, AJ. Good. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Good. Good. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll go. So 1 bicep, 1 tricep. We'll do tricep first, then we'll do bicep, and then that'll be us finished. Just so we can keep it as bro split as possible, so nobody can clarify this is a push session, because we would only do chest, shoulders, triceps. We'll do chest, shoulders, biceps and triceps. But we'll do triceps first, so we could do like a skull crusher. Yeah? Come on now. That's it, that's it, that's it. Go again. Oh, perfect. Fucking good set. Come on then. Yeah. Oh. Yes. Good set. Huge stretch. There we go. Good. 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 There we go. One again. Yeah. Perfect. 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 Okay. Biceps to finish. So we're not going super crazy on like volume whenever it comes to obviously doing arms at the very end of the session, because anybody that knows, especially in my sessions, I pretty much do arms at the end of more or less every single session. So I accumulate the volume over the course of the week rather than just in 1 or 2 sessions. So that's why we're only going to do a couple of sets triceps. We've done skull crushers, now we're going to finish a couple of sets biceps. We'll probably just do alternating curls. And then that'll be us finito for another day. It's been another successful one, so no complaints on my side. It's been a strong session, so again, I can't complain. And it's been a really good session to mark 8 weeks out, which again is something that is definitely special. So we'll finish on guns, get some posing done, and that'll be us. There we go. Ah. Come on. Oh. Ah. guys, and that's a wrap for 8 weeks out chest at Ultraflex Rotherham. I actually, like I was saying, I surprised myself with a few sets in there, definitely at the very start of my press, and obviously not being in a position now to be able to run the Cybex Smith machine every single session, jumping on there, it was definitely an insight for me, because I kind of expected between maybe 4 and 6 reps with 3 plates aside, but kind of surprised myself with, it was like 7 and 1 or 8 reps or something like that, but I know I surprised myself anyway. And again, even on the dumbbells, being able to get the 60s up, again, on a slightly higher incline to maybe what I would used to be doing on something like dumbbells, again, gives me an insight to really see that the amount of food that I've just put in has been doing its job. And me dieting for a little bit extra time this year to allow my food to be nice and high, to allow me to prioritise my performance over anything has very much done its job, because it's allowed me to keep even more strength than what I've been able to do and what I remember back in 2020. By this time, back in 2020, on my last kind of season as a junior, I don't want to say that I lost a lot of strength. I just wasn't anywhere near where I was right now, and I wasn't performing the way that I'm performing right now. Like, I'm being able to go through most of my sessions and still have a good bit of energy. So if that's one thing to take home as well for you guys, is just ensure as a natural bodybuilder you're giving yourself enough time over anything else, because we can't afford to be dieting for 12 weeks and being ready for a show. Again, I'm not saying that you've got to diet for 31 weeks like I've done from the start of this to my first show. However, giving yourself enough time is definitely going to be something that is going to allow you to prioritise having high food, not digging too deep to the point where you kill your physique, and definitely being allowing yourself to prioritise your performance and actually keep your strength through the prep. But I mean, very good session boxed off.
100%, man.
You got
Yeah,
anything to
just to sort of add to that, very, very impressive from Khifie as always. Like, to see him still pressing 3 plates aside on you know, the incline press at this point in prep, at this most importantly at this body comp, you know, you know, it really does prove why he has got the muscularity and the density that he has, his ability to not only get that strong but stay that strong in a deficit. So yeah, very motivational for me. This, you know, experiencing training with Khifie, it always lights a fire up my arse and makes me realise that there is such great potential in this sport to improve and be better. So yeah, it's always a pleasure, mate, and I am confident in your ability to do extremely well this year. And as always, we'll be, I'm sure, hooking up again at some point. You'll be coming down, or I'll be coming up. And yeah, if you're not already following Keith on the site as well, you know, for a more in-depth view on his processes and his workouts, you know, feel free to join the site. And I'm sure Keith will link that below.
Definitely.
Sort of follow more insight to his journey. So yeah, guys, appreciate it, and wrap it up.
Yeah, I'll drop the link to Natural Bodybuilding Worldwide, so I'll put the link in the top of the description below. And of course, guys, don't forget to drop the video a like, do all that kind of shenanigans, subscribe to the channel. We're still on the way to 10,000 subscribers. We're very much on the route there now, so of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll probably just catch up with you guys sometime soon.
Cheers, guys.